Welcome back to another episode of Real Estate UnRaked, where we cut through the noise and keep it real.
Today, we are diving into 3 things that you don't want to miss. First, we're welcoming a brand new face to the team. Garrett Allen is in the house, and you're going to want to hear what he has to bring to the table. Then we're tackling buyer-broker agreements. Yeah, we're going there.
What they are, why they matter, how they protect everyone involved, and finally, we're shining a spotlight on one of Northeast Florida's gems, Fleming Island.
So, you're buying, selling, or just dreaming. This episode has got something for you, so let's just get into it.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Let's do it.
All right, so a huge warm welcome to Garrett Allen. But before we get into that, how is everybody doing tonight? We have Brooke Michael,
Woo.
Pam Schultz,
Woo. Hello.
Eric Rakers, and Garrett Allen.
Woo.
Hey, buddy. So, great news. You just graduated the mentorship program.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. So we got Garrett Allen. Huge welcome to the team. So, Garrett, do me a favor, bud. Who are you?
So my name's Garrett Allen, like Eric already said. Before I got into real estate, I had 2 different jobs. I worked at Publix and then Pepsi, both retail jobs. But the main thing that helped me out with those jobs that helps me in real estate is the customer service. So when I was at Publix, when I was a cashier, I had a lot of customers that would just, come to my register just because they liked me. And then, I tried getting promoted there. It didn't really work out. I went to Pepsi, the same kind of thing. But my relationships that I had was with a bunch of grocery managers.
Okay.
So there was a lot of times I went into work, days that I didn't really want to go into because early morning shifts, sometimes I started at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., like 10-hour shifts. Sometimes could be longer. So there was days that I didn't want to go in. I would see them. They'd be like, hey, Garrett, our favorite Pepsi guy. So, that was cool. I built a lot of relationships with managers. So every day I walked in, I'd see them. Or if they were off work, I'd ask where they were at. So then I got tired of the hard labor part of that job because I was pretty much a stock clerk for sales for Pepsi. So then I started looking into other sales jobs. And my aunt is in Delaware. She does real estate. So I called her one day, sounded interesting. And then I kind of just looked up some online classes and signed up.
Wow. So was your aunt your initial thought to get you into real estate? I mean, what really switched the thing off in your head? Like, you know what? I need to go do this. So
I have a friend that was in car sales also. So I've talked to him, I talked to my aunt, and they both told me the same thing pretty much, that in their opinion, the 2 best sales jobs would be car sales or real estate. And I used to always watch real estate shows with my mom and dad in the living room all the time anyways. I always thought it was interesting. And I like helping people out, so I really wanted to do real estate because I know if you do car sales, you're at the office the whole time. You're at the dealership all the time. Real estate, you can do it pretty much anywhere. So that was kind of my deciding factor.
What channel was those TV shows on?
What channel?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't remember.
Do you guys know what the channel that had those really cool,
HGTV?
HGTV. They got the Fix It and Flip It. I got it. I have to say something about it. I'm sorry.
House Hunters.
Go.
House Hunters International.
Yes. That's awesome.
Beachside. What is that called? Bargain Hunt? Was that HGTV too?
Might be, but don't you just love it whenever especially being in the business that we're in, you go and see, well, you got a part-time teacher and you got a guy that works, this and that. He's a part-time gardener. Their budget is $1.2 million. Sorry, I got off beat for there, man.
California.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Gotcha.
Teachers and firefighters.
Oh, yeah. No, hey, I thank those guys for their service. Those are amazing people when it comes to that. Even teachers, too. I love teachers. I got a lot of friends that are teachers.
Garrett, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
So working in retail and sales and working at least 10 hours a day, did you expect to go into real estate and work maybe 24 hours a day?
So I didn't, but I'm okay with it because when I was at Pepsi, I did hard labor for 10 to 12 hours. I was pretty much the sales guy. I ordered pallets for truck drivers to deliver, and I would work all the pallets to the shelf myself. And it was a very by yourself job. So by the time I got home, I was just so tired. And I did it sometimes 5, 6 times, 6 days out of the week. I would have like one off day. And then by the time I got into real estate school, I was doing like mandatory overtime and all that kind of stuff. So it was just
There should be labor laws for that.
physically draining.
Hey, the money was good.
It was.
So let me ask you this: you just got out of the mentorship program, which was it's a really good program at our brokerage, and you were the fastest mentee to go through the program. Which congratulations to you.
Thank
you. You did fantastic, and I met with you once a week, and if anybody doesn't know, I was his mentor. I'm not being biased. I'm really not. So we'll get into more of that. But one of the biggest things, besides introducing you to the world, is since you being a new agent, and a lot of us on this team have been in the business for a couple of years, is your market perspective. How do you feel the market is? Because most agents here this year have said this is probably the worst year they've seen in 35 years. So how do you, or what have you been doing, and I'd love for you to share this, is how have you been presenting it to your clients? Because you've been a rock star, man. You got, what, one under contract right now, you got a listing, and you sold 3 in the first 90 days. What have you been sharing with your clients? What have you been observing from your clients as far as the market perspective goes, and how have you been catering to that for them?
So I've heard it's been a tough market. With it being my first year, I didn't really understand that. So I didn't really pay attention to it being a tough market. I would really just tell, most of my clients I had was buyers. I just closed my first listing. That was my very first seller I've ever worked with. All my other clients have been buyers. So I do tell them, I'm a very honest agent. So I told them, prices are high, interest rates are high, but the current market we're in is a buyer's market that carries into their favor, because we have like over 20,000 plus listings active just in Northeast Florida right now. So with what that comes with is very motivated sellers. So they're offering all these buyers concession money. So even though a house may be very overpriced, if the seller's giving a buyer like 15, 20K to help them move into a home, does that change your mind as a buyer?
Yeah, so you're talking about concession money. Dane touched base on that a couple episodes ago, and that's one of the things I think whenever you approached me on every deal that you ran into, and we went over that, especially when we were going to do the offer. Do you think that we were a little proactive about it and kind of foreseeing what was going to happen, having the right concession money, being proactive about what the seller was going to come back at us with?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, and it helped the buyer out, didn't it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. It's good to be a step ahead, and for you have embraced that, and I think all of us on the team do that really, really well, and that's why you are a part of this elite group, my friend. So welcome to the team. I appreciate you sharing. I'm really excited for you and the things that you're going to be bringing to the group and your career. So I am so blessed and thankful to be a part of that. So thanks for choosing me as your mentor.
Oh, of course.
That's awesome,
Great
man.
mentor, by the way.
We won't get into that. I'm just another guy. It's nice to hear a different perspective about it. Pam, you've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this a little bit, and we've seen the really, really good times, and we've kind of seen where we're at. The rates this morning were unbelievable, right?
The VA down below 6% consistently now for over a week.
Yeah.
FHA rates are right around 6%, and the 30-year conventional is looking like around 6.2 national average. So I think most preferred lenders that we work with are going to be able to get people fixed conventional rates under 6%.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to keep trending down. I think we'll know more in the coming days.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of buyers that are talking about the September 15th. Would you like?
Today.
We can share a secret, and the secret is mortgage rates forecast that already, and they foresee it. So the rates will probably go up after the 15th, just a little bit. But overall trending for the rest of the year, they'll probably kind of trickle down, which is exciting for us. We're ready and willing to take care of any buyer that's ready to come out. So you obviously give us an opportunity to do that. We're going to take care of you.
Easy rates in the 5s right now.
Oh, yes.
Very easily doable.
Yes, yes, yes. That is what we've been waiting on. That's what the buyers have been waiting on. The prices have kind of leveled off in the market. This is a great time to jump into a home. I'm really, really excited about that, and I think all of us are as well. So, speaking of that, let's jump into probably one of the most confusing things for buyers right now that they've been running into is this buyer broker agreement thing. There's been some agents, especially that have been in the market a long time, that have always done this, and there's some that just don't do it. We really weren't regulated in Florida until the NAR situation happened last July. And now we're required that before we show a home or go on tours or do anything like that, we need to have what they call as a buyer brokerage agreement signed. Now, not all buyer broker agreements are created equal, and we're going to kind of shift to this noise a little bit and really discuss this because this is important. And what I'm talking about is if you don't read this, and this is not so much as a warning to buyers, but I want to make sure that when you guys are ready to jump in the market, don't choose just any real estate agent. All right? There's a reason why we're talking about this. I want you guys to educate yourselves, know that this is important. There's really 3 different types of agreements that you can sign going in. I have honestly only used one and have manipulated it to justify the means of the actions that I'm going through with each customer. But there is a pre-touring agreement where it kind of goes over what our fees are, what we do, and how we do it. Then we have a showing agreement where we write down specific properties that we're going to show you and what you agree upon. So if you like any of those, then we can do a contract, and it's about commission and commitment. And then we have that buyer broker agreement. That's where the rubber meets the road. We decided to partner up and really jump into it. But let's take an example. This can be a nightmare for buyers. And I've seen so many buyers right now that have just signed somebody with somebody that's either on a third-party website to go show a house, and they don't realize they're locked into 6 months. I've seen that time in and time out, and what they need to do is they need to read that because there's a, what do you call that in the buyer broker agreement? Is it conditional or unconditional? I think that's what it is in the buyer broker agreement.
A protection period.
Yeah, you got a protection period.
And a conditional termination period.
Yeah.
The agreement.
And simplistically saying that conditional termination period is if you pay the other agent a certain amount of money, you can void that contract and move on. All right. I will tell you that I have never done that. I never will do that because I believe, and if I'm not the right person for the job, I don't deserve to get paid.
100%. And buyer agency agreements aren't anything new.
No,
we've always
been
required to use them. The language really hasn't changed. The only thing that has changed in buyer agency agreements is now that it says the NAR settlement is that basically it says rates are not fixed, all rates are negotiable, and they're in caps now.
Yeah.
Instead of lowercase print. It's always been negotiable. But, yeah, any buyer's agency agreement can be terminated in writing. And just like a listing, if you have a listing sometimes and it's just not a good match, I think, what percentage of the time would you say that you let somebody out of a listing? If it's just not.
Every time.
Right, exactly.
I do.
So this is no different.
Right.
This is no different. But it offers protection to both sides.
Garrett, have you ever ran into this yet with your BBAs and stuff that you've written? Have you ever run into anybody yet that's ran into that? They've already had a BBA with another agent?
I haven't, no.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'm not going to put you on the spot on something like that. But you have no issues talking to your buyers about and sellers about either the exclusive listing agreement or the BBA, right?
Yeah, not at all. I've actually got really good at them.
Good. That's amazing. And what it's designed to do and what it always has been, and I don't think it's a big deal to me, is because it's all about transparency. And if you have a relationship with a customer, why not be honest to start to finish anyhow? I always had that motto, you start right, you end right. So when we have that conversation, say, hey, listen, if I'm going to be your agent, this is what I like to do. I've done showing agreements and said, hey, let's go see a few houses together. Interview me. See if I'm the right fit for you. See if I'm going to help you get done. If you don't like me, I'm okay with it. All right? You can use another agent and go forward. All right?
The only difference now from the consumer standpoint, I don't think they realize it's now required.
Yes.
You cannot go view a house with any agent unless you have some form of an agreement in place, whether it's a buyer agency agreement, a pre-touring agreement, or a showing.
Right.
All are essentially the same thing, but it's required.
Yeah, it's definitely required. And there's a little bit of a buyer beware kind of scenario that's kind of forming. You got to watch some of these people that are in the business that, unfortunately, the reason why we're in this position is because those kind of people, where they're not honest. And, if you're worried about that, you're concerned about that, I'm going to tell you probably 90% of the agents out there are honest. They follow the code of ethics and they do the right things. But there is a select few, and it's the few that ruin it for the many. But transparency is huge for us because it's part of our relationship management, and we're always going to do our the best opportunity to take care of you. We're going to go over what we offer, what we do, what our fees are, what our commission rate is, and then we go forward. And yes, the hardest part is trying to get somebody to sign that because of that fear. Well, I'm going to go over it with you. So if you ever have any questions, especially anybody on the team, let's talk about it. Let's go over it. It's nothing to be afraid of. And at the end of the day, if it's something that you don't want to do, let's not do it. So
I think the biggest thing, too, is consumers do have to realize, too, that they do have options.
yes.
You're not going to get locked into a 6-month buyer agency agreement the second that you meet for the first time and go see a house. It could be a one-day agreement.
Oh, my gosh.
But it is required to protect those values.
I mean, this whole thing about signing an agreement and there's 6 months written in the term, that's like going to Vegas and waking up married. You don't even realize it.
What's my last name?
But just, they use that excuse. Well, you should have read the contract or you should have done that. You know what? Yes. Technically, you're supposed to read the contract, but you know what? If you have the right agent that's going to support you, they're going to go through it with you.
Right.
And I know all you guys do that. I know I do that. And that's the most important thing. So we're working with you. We're not working for you. Okay? We'll work for you when it comes to the deal and get stuff done. But we're right alongside with you. We don't want you to make any bad decisions that's going to cause you to do certain things. If you don't like dealing with, don't feel like we're a good match or comfortability, whatever, by all means, you can use another agent. There's plenty out there. But if you want that different experience, you want to make sure you're going to get taken care of, we're the team to use.
And all these agreements, whichever one you use, you can always put special stipulations in these agreements.
Oh, absolutely.
That work with what the buyer is comfortable with as well.
That's great. That's actually great information to add on that. So don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to sign it, but make sure you go through it before you do. All right, let's jump in to the highlighted feature area of this episode. I'd like to talk about Fleming Island. I'm a resident of Fleming Island. Pam's a resident of Fleming Island. Brooke is a resident of Fleming Island. And sorry, Garrett, you should have been here at the last episode because you're a part of Green Cove. So that's okay. Yep. No problem right there. So let's talk about Fleming Island for a little bit. It's a wonderful community. It's been that way for years. They've got 2 golf course communities. One's called Eagle Harbor. It's got a beautiful golf course. Has a restaurant there. It's called Talon's. Great food. And then you've got Fleming Island Plantation. All right. It's got several different types of communities that are in within that. They've got 2 huge amenity centers. They have a golf course there, which the golf course there is amazing. And then they have Hibernia Pub, which is a different type of food, but that food's really, really good. Their fries are amazing. And then they have Top of the Tee. So if you guys know what Top Golf is, this is kind of a lesser version of that, but it's still really, really fun. As a matter of fact, Brooke and Brittany and her parents and all of us went out Saturday night just to enjoy that.
Yep.
It was fun.
Yeah, we did. I woke up sore the next day, but it was fun.
But no, we have
great atmosphere.
It is. It's a fantastic atmosphere, and I love being so close to that. What else do we have, though? I mean, we have a lot of boutiques.
What don't we have in Fleming Island?
Oh.
That's the question. What do we not have?
We've got our Home Depot.
We've got Target. We've got, especially Target. We've got Home Depot. We've got Walmart. We've got Publix. We've got Aldi.
I mean.
Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, everything.
I could go. When the day that we got Chipotle, I told my wife that I could go to Chipotle, wear my Walmart pants, and follow you into Target. Yeah, no, that didn't go over very well.
We've got everything.
But we do. We have
Street
everything
food.
here.
We do.
We don't. Well, my mother always says, what we need on Fleming Island is another Mexican restaurant.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
That's the way- but they're all good.
They're all good.
They're all good.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, each one has something different. You got Peppers. You got Mr. Gordo's that's down the way on 17. They've got some really good Italian places too. V's Pizza. V's Pizza just redid their thing, so they got a building on 17. It's a really nice atmosphere too if you've never been there.
They've got good pizza.
They do.
Beyond that, it's a big bedroom community too.
Oh, what's the place that's coming in, Pam, that you're really excited about? Einstein Bagel.
Einstein Bagels is
They
now
are open now.
and we have a Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Oh my gosh, it's the only one in
Starbucks.
it's the only one in Northeast Florida.
Yes.
Black Rifle.
Yes.
Yeah, go see
Fantastic.
Bill there. Him and his staff are amazing. I love going there. We go there for meetings all the time.
Yes.
Coffee's great. It's on point. And they serve energy drinks there, too.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Branded ones. But I think the biggest thing about Fleming Island, it is a community within itself. It is an island,
Yes.
you know, but we have access to straight up I-17 to downtown Jacksonville. And we've got Orange Park. And, of course, it runs right along the river.
Yeah.
So lots of riverfront living. And we've got Doctor's Lake that comes off the St. Johns River.
Mm-hmm.
And many homes right around the lake. Eagle Harbor itself has a boat ramp, and where you for free can take your boat and off you go. It's kind of a little slice of paradise.
It is. You know what? Whenever I moved over here in 2016, I fell in love with it. It's a family-oriented area. They have a lot of really, really nice things. I mean,
A-rated schools.
oh,
Yes,
the
we
schools.
do.
Let me tell you, my daughter just started junior high this year, and she went through grade school, and the teachers are amazing.
Yes.
Love it. I mean, it's sports oriented. You got soccer fields, you got lacrosse, you got softball fields. There's a lot of family oriented things to do here. This is all kind of right here. You know, it's very warm. It's very welcoming. I mean, granted, it's pretty much developed, which is nice because you've got decent sized homes, all types of markets. They got townhomes. They have an older section in Fleming Island Plantation just off one of the amenity centers for 55 and older a little bit.
Right.
They could still enjoy all the amenities of the plantation. But then you've got houses that are anywhere between $275 all the way up to $1 million plus.
Right.
It's a good spread of whatever you want in established areas, and it's beautiful.
Right.
The Town Center Boulevard is beautiful. I love driving down in like late afternoon and stuff, and you're going up and down. You got the trees that are covering the road. It's just pretty. They do a
Yes.
really good job.
Lots of master plan communities, of which either have lake access, river access, or like Black Creek access. And then there's a lot of older, more mature areas right off the Pine
Yes.
Road, which runs right along the St. Johns River. Some beautiful neighborhoods, really large lot sizes
Yeah.
and everything like that. You all did that part of that area on your video, didn't you?
Yeah,
when
we're
you
working
did
on
that?
it. I feel like the Pine side of Fleming Island's often forgot about
That's what I
because
was
it's
just
on
about
the
to
other
say.
side, and
Yep.
it's really beautiful back there.
It is.
Ray
Yeah.
and I will ride bikes back there all the time. During the evening in the sunset, it's beautiful back there.
Yes, exactly. Lots of biking trails, and they go all the way up from the top part of the island all the way down to Black Creek.
Yeah. And don't forget the fishing. The fishing's amazing,
Mm-hmm.
especially all the community ponds.
Yes, yes.
Bass are awesome. Yes. Oh, it's great stuff. Well, if you're in the market and you're looking for that family-friendly area that has everything that you need, take a look at Fleming Island. Give us a call. We're kind of experts of the area as well. It's really adjacent to Green Cove Springs and Middleburg and a few places. And so give us a call. Let us know what you think. See if you want. We'll send you some listings. Check it out. But I got some exciting news. As we wrap this thing up, I'm going to talk about this after, but let's just go ahead and wrap this episode up. We kind of got an opportunity to meet the new teammate, Garrett Allen. Yeah, you're still here, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. All right. We went over that scary thing for buyers right now is the buyer-broker agreement. And we also got that chance to discover why Fleming Island is such a hotspot and why it's so family-friendly. and it's just an amazing place. I love being here. I can't wait to never ever leave. So, but one other thing here, if you're thinking about buying or selling, reach out to us. Okay, we're all about building relationships, guiding our clients, all right, and helping you win in this market. If you got any questions, need help, or just want to start a conversation about real estate in general, you know where to find us. All right, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us, guess what, on anywhere you want to listen to a podcast. Guess what? We're going to be there. All right? Or you can just check us out on our website, rakershomegroup.com.
And if you can't find the link to our podcast, it'll be linked in our Instagram and our social medias.
Yes. Now, before we're done, I got to talk about what we're going to be doing for the month of October. Are you ready? The next episode, we're going to be kicking off, and it's going to be a Halloween series with a twist, okay? We're going to be talking about real estate horror stories, okay, for the month of October. Deals that almost died to inspections from the underworld, all right? We've got spooky tales of how the Rakers Home Group came to the rescue. All right, we're a team that turns real estate nightmares into dream homes, so don't miss out. And we are going to highlight a bunch of historic places as well, so look forward to this in the next couple of weeks, especially the month of October when we'll be talking about that. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we look forward to hearing and seeing you guys show up for more. Thank you very much.